because I love this hat, and it's got the ponytail, the bun hole in the top. No. Hey y'all, my name's Jennifer, also known as the Pick and Peach here on YouTube, also on Instagram and TikTok. If you noticed, I have not made a video or not posted a video to my channel in about 3 months. I actually thought it was longer than 3 months. It seems like it's been longer than 3 months, but what I wanted to talk to you about today is why haven't I posted? What's been going on? It's kind of a long story and I don't want it to be boring. I just wanted to let y'all know what's going on. I may miss some things, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments, of course, because I probably will forget something. But back in 2020, I started having some trouble hearing in my left ear. It felt like there was fluid in there. I went to an ear, nose, and throat doctor several times. They told me I had something different wrong with my ear every time I went. They treated it differently every time. Nothing ever helped it. I finally went to another ear, nose, and throat doctor just for a second opinion, because the last thing the first set of doctors told me was to just go home and chew gum. And this problem had been happening for about 1.5 years at this point. So I decided to see another doctor. The second doctor, listened to me and heard everything I said about what I had already been tested for and what medicines I had already been given at the first doctor, and she just said, don't even worry about any of that. We're just going to send you to get an MRI. And what we think it is pressure in your ear from the inside, and we need to just get the MRI so that we can rule out a tumor that could possibly be there, but that is more than likely not there, and then we'll just put a tube in your ear to release the pressure. So it just so happened that there was an MRI. The place that they do MRIs, they refer you to, was across the street, and they happened to have an appointment that afternoon. So my mom and my son were with me, so we went ahead and went that afternoon, because at that point, this was in October of 2021 whenever I had the first MRI. At that point, it had been so long and I just wanted to get it over with. So if she said they could put the tube in my ear in about 3 weeks after the MRI was done, or 2 weeks after the MRI was done, I was ready to do it. The day after I had the MRI, she called me at home and said the tumor they were trying to rule out was actually what was causing my problem. So instead of ruling out the tumor, I had the tumor. It was benign, thank goodness, but it was causing me a problem. It was causing partial hearing loss, because I had already been tested for hearing twice, and they said I had a partial loss. It sounded muffled to me, and I also felt like there was still something in my ear. It didn't feel like fluid anymore, but it felt blocked. And the other symptoms I was having was headaches, which I actually just thought were regular headaches. They weren't anything terrible. I was just having them more frequently than I normally did. Then the other thing was I was having facial tingling, and it literally just felt like it started, like there was a line down the middle of my face, and then the left side was tingling. So they referred me to a specialist, and I wasn't really sure what was going on, so I saw a local neurosurgeon, and he would not touch it. He said it was not anything he felt confident messing with. Even though he'd removed many a brain tumor, this was too much for him, and you also had to have it removed by a neurosurgeon and an ear, nose, and throat surgeon together. So he referred me to a doctor at UAB in Birmingham. Wonderful hospital. We received wonderful treatment. I just want to shout them out, because as scared as I was, they were amazing. Everybody from doctors to PAs to nurses to speech therapists to physical therapists, occupational therapists. And yes, I saw all those people while I was there. So we go to the neurosurgeon's neurosurgeon at UAB, and he says we don't need to wait too long to do this. We need to get on the surgery pretty quick. So January the 6th, I had surgery. It was supposed to take 8 or 9 hours. It took them 14 hours. My husband was a nervous wreck. He told me later, he was like, I thought you were never going to come out. I was in the hospital for roughly a week. They thought they were going to have to go back in to do another, to put in a stent to help the fluid drain. But the fluid drained out enough on its own that I didn't have a lot of built up pressure. So they said that I didn't have to have that surgery before I left the hospital. Thank goodness. My husband told me that when he spoke to both the ear, nose, and throat surgeon and the neurosurgeon afterwards, that they both had to basically like sit him down and say, it's a good thing y'all came on in, because that was a lot worse than we thought it was, which is why it took 14 hours for them to get it out. They said that if it had stayed in too long, which these are slow growing tumors, it's a meningioma, a petrous meningioma, but they said, and they are benign, but they said if it had stayed in too long, it could have caused me to stroke out, and who knows what would have happened after that. As you can see, I'm wearing a hat, a cap, and I got this off Etsy, so I'll have to link these people down below or something, because I love this hat, and it's got the ponytail opening in the top. I love it. The reason I'm wearing the hat is because they had to shave right here above my left ear. They had to shave all my hair and remove the bone right here, or drill into the bone. I'm not exactly sure. The way I understood it was they were going to remove a piece of my skull and replace it with this high quality plastic type material. And they also shaved my head right here because that's where the drain tube was coming out. Was a respiratory therapist for 10 years, and so I'm not really opposed to people showing gross medical pictures, but I don't know how y'all feel about that, and I don't really want to gross anybody out. If you want me to make another video with the like in the hospital photos or before and after type stuff, I'll be glad to do that, because that's all very interesting to me. Of course, I wouldn't have wished this on myself, but it's still interesting to learn about this kind of stuff to me. Just let me know in the comments if that's something you want to see. If not, I'll leave it out. And I'll leave it out of this one so nobody gets grossed out. So I had these 2 bald spots like right here. They're growing back pretty nicely, but they're still like very short, like very short. And this one doesn't really bother me because it's growing down. It's, you know, my hair would cover it, but this one is growing straight up until it, you know, gets heavy enough to lay down. I'll definitely be wearing some type of head cover. Anyway, they had to remove a piece of the bone that was actually what allowed me to hear. So I did lose all of my hearing in my left ear, and it's definitely gone. It's definitely gone. It's weird. I had muffled hearing before, and I think I had in my head that that's what it would sound like forever, but it's not. It is gone. And hearing aids won't work for it because the bone that conducts the hearing is not damaged. It's gone. They said that if they had not done that, they would not be able to get all of the tumor, and they did actually get 95% of the tumor. The other 5% that's still down there, that is going to have to be removed with radiation later on, but they are not concerned about that because it is such a slow growing tumor, and it shouldn't be any problem according to them. So they haven't led me astray on any of the information about this so far. They have not tried to sugarcoat it. They've been pretty real about it, and I appreciate that so much. I don't like, especially medical people who like to sugarcoat things for you. That's not helpful at all. Anyway, so no hearing in this ear, a couple of little shaved spots. Oh, and my face is still numb from about right here above, just above my eyebrow, and about that wide of a spot all the way down, and on the inside of my mouth, the left side of my tongue and the inside of my cheek on the left side feels very swollen. My husband says you can't tell a big difference on the outside, that he can't tell it, but I feel it for sure. It's weird when I brush my teeth on that side or put on my makeup on that side. It feels weird because it's still pretty numb. Some of the other things that have happened besides the numbness and the hearing loss after the surgery, I've had a little bit of a hard time with balance, with walking, and I had a lot of double vision. When I got out of surgery, the left eye was like pulled all the way inward. I have a couple of pictures because apparently anesthesia makes me want to take selfies. And I took a lot of selfies and scar selfies, so I got plenty of pictures. And I probably will right now pop up the one where my eye was kind of wonky in this one, but it has corrected itself. I'm not having any more double vision. I had it for about 6 weeks, but that is gone. The only nerve that they really had to do anything with was he had to cut one nerve. He said it was under my left eye. That might impair my balance, but it was a very small nerve, so I shouldn't notice it too much after a while. I'm not noticing any of that very much at all anymore. But the other one was a nerve that was attached to my vocal cords he had to cut. So my voice, other people that listen to me, they say they don't notice a difference. I notice a huge difference, and my throat is scratchy a lot. I'm not sure if that's going to get better or not get better, and my voice seems a lot deeper to me. So you know, there's that. But you know, Tanya Tucker made it her thing to have a raspy voice, and I think I can do it too, so just gonna go with that. Let's see, my surgery was on January the 6th. Today that I'm making this video is Sunday the 13th. I'd say for, I don't know what, like 9 weeks after surgery, I'm doing pretty good, and I feel really good, and I'm actually feeling better every day. I have missed reselling. I haven't driven until like last week. I made a couple of very short drives and quickly realized that that was not something I wanted to do right now, and I'm kind of getting my confidence back as far as my balance and my driving skills and stuff like that, and it feels so good. And I have missed thrifting, I have missed doing videos, I have missed reselling so much. I definitely was okay with having a death pile right now, because now the 2 months that I've been out of surgery, I have not been thrifting except for in the last week. It was nice to have plenty of stuff, because when I had a good day and I felt good, I would list, you know, 5 or 10 things. So it's kept my sales rolling along. Not anything amazing, as you will see when we do the what sold, but it's still been good. And my husband has been taking the packages to the post office for me for the most part. My son is doing a lot to help me with shipping and stuff, and even with photographing and stuff for pictures when I was still a little wonky in the head from the surgery. They both helped me out a lot, and I love them so much. They have been so helpful during this time. Anyway, my son is going to do some what solds, and next video I think we are going to try to start doing more videos, because I miss it so much. It's so fun to edit videos and do videos. I've been so ready all winter for yard sale season to come back, but honestly, ever since October the 12th, I think, is when I found out I had this tumor, it's been rough to keep my mind on anything except getting this taken care of. And I'm so thankful for all the prayers of everybody that I know praying for me, and even the people I don't know that are praying for me. I'm so thankful for all that, and I'm so ready to get back to reselling and thrifting and doing what I love. So now, after all that, we're done. Now we can get to what sold. So here's CJ.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Okay, you ready?
Is it the one that looks like it's a sweat. It's the Infinity
It's,
Gauntlet, but it's a sweat.
yes, the Infinity Gauntlet sweater. Yes, that's what it is. Show them what you're talking about. Yeah. All right, give me that. The next one is, it's up in the loft. You see that white post office box back there?
Yes.
That's it. And be careful because it's 6 glasses, like glasses. Okay?
Okay. No pressure.
Yeah. All right, buddy. Thank you.
Peace. Wait, like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you can get notified for every video we upload.
That's right.
Peace.
Yes. Okay, if y'all are interested to see what we sold today, I've got it laid out here. So we've got, this is a Kindle Fire. I got it at a yard sale. I'll pop all this stuff up on the screen so you can see more information about it. I'm pretty sure I paid $7.15 for that. And $7.15 comes from the fact that I bought a lot of several of them, like 7 of them for $50, or I can't remember, or something like that. I have one more thing from that lot that has not sold, but otherwise everything else sold. I did a video about it. I'll link it up here. This is a personal item that I sold, but it is I don't know if y'all have ever heard of loopy cases, but this is a loopy case. This is what my son was calling the Infinity Stone sweater. If you are a Marvel fan, you know what he's talking about. All these jewels look like Infinity Stones. It's just a vintage sweater and very cool looking to me. I got it at a yard sale a long time ago, but it sold for full price today. I believe it was $29 plus shipping, of course, on Poshmark. And that was without even sending an offer, so no shipping discount either. I thought I would just show kind of how I package this. It did sell on Poshmark, so that means as long as it's less than 5 pounds, then it can go in any USPS box, priority box, any box at all, actually. Alright, so this is what I've got. This is a large mailing box, not the large flat rate. It's the bigger square one. The customer has already paid the Poshmark shipping fee, which is really good compared to what it would be if you were using the post office prices. It was like 4 pounds 6 ounces before I shoved all that bubble wrap in there. 4 pounds 7 ounces. We didn't even add a whole lot of weight, so that is wonderful. I just went ahead and that's why you should always package your items appropriately, because that's about how they will be handled in shipping.